Neil, there have been times recently when Rangers have played really quite well. They didn't seem to get to those levels today. What was the problem?
Oh, we were far too passive. Our start to the game was, just too tentative. In possession, far too slow on the ball, didn't play forward enough, didn't think forward enough. When the ball changed over, we weren't aggressive enough. We were second to everything. And they were getting into our half and into our penalty area far too easily. That was often through us giving the ball away or sloppy in possession or not competing well enough. They scored and deservedly scored. When the game the intensity dies a little bit, we start to grow into the game, but you can't play how we play and give teams a start like we did at Reading and today and expect to come back. We improved in the second half for the first 15 minutes. We made some changes. I felt they helped. And then we go and give away 2 horrendous goals. So a common theme of conceding at one end too easily and not scoring at the other end leads to one result, unfortunately.
You say about not scoring. Rangers have really struggled. 6 goals in 13 league games. What can you do about that?
Well, before today, I think we'd shown signs of progress of that. I think we've looked more threatening. 2 at Reading, Swansea last week. We scored 1, but we could have scored more. Today, we haven't. We've been again nowhere near. Just not ruthless enough. Not too powder puff in the final third. I thought Sinclair Armstrong, to be fair to him, made a big difference in the second half of his power and his pace running in behind. And we had 1 or 2 moments, but nowhere near enough. Having said that, after the first 15-20 minutes, it's not like they did either, but it's nothing to do with technique, technical ability, and tactics. It had nothing to do with tactics. It's down to sheer will, heart, desire, all the things that when the going gets tough, we've found massively wanting today.
What went wrong for the third goal, where Connolly is yards onside with a free run in?
Well, he was borderline offside. He was borderline because I've seen it back and it's very close. You could arguably say it was offside, but that's not the reason we've lost. And when you give time to Seri in the middle of the pitch to turn and there's no pressure on the ball, then you have to drop the back line, and we didn't. We just held the line. 1 straight pass down the middle of the pitch, and Connolly does that. He threatens off your shoulder. He threatened to do that in the first half, and we weren't aware of. We weren't alive to that, and they scored. So it was just been a bad day. We need to change, and we need to change very quickly. And it's my responsibility to do that. And whilst I'm here with the staff and everything, we have to drive and keep going and keep striving to do better. Otherwise we get days like that, and in the Championship you can't do that. You just can't do it. Otherwise, if you look at the sort of recent history of this football club, we've got so many things to improve, so many things, and it's a horrible day, but it makes me doubly determined to get back out next week and make sure that we're doing everything we can to improve, because I don't want the supporters to come here and see that type of performance. That's not what I want QPR to be about. That's not what I want one of my teams to look like and to play like. The team should represent the club and me in a certain way. And today, it didn't. We didn't. And that's very, very hard to take.
750 travelled, loads more listening and watching on QPR Plus. What's your message to the fans after that performance today that you're clearly not happy with?
No, not happy at all, no. You can probably sense that and feel that as I'm talking. And, we've got a fantastic supportive base, They travel in massive numbers, and when you feel like you've let people down, it's horrible. It is horrible. We work all week to produce something for them, and we've produced nowhere near enough for them. And I say, I'm the head coach. I've been here, nearly 2 months, and we've got a lot of work to do. And I can assure the supporters I'll be doing everything I can to change certain things that need to change very, very quickly at this football club.